Hello, everyone. This is Christy with Money and Mindset, and my channel is all about the intentional focus on money and mindset to increase happiness and decrease stress in our lives. And today I thought it would be fun to run through a little bit more insight into my side hustles. So I actually have multiple side hustles where I have a side stream of income, and in addition to my full-time job. And I haven't been very, I'd say, organized about how I put together these numbers, especially coming up on tax time right now. It's really been something that has been the forefront of my mind, is really just kind of getting organized around all of these things. So I had been, up until this point, just taking the money that I would get from my side hustles and putting it right into my regular checking account. And I decided no more of that, because I actually do have a checking account for my side hustles. I can actually put that money in a separate place from my regular cash expenditures and everything with my personal account. And of course, doing something like this is going to help me really be more organized when it comes to tax time. And I won't be scrambling kind of like I am right now to figure out how much I sold last year, how much inventory I bought, all of those types of things. So this is kind of a first step towards being able to get organized. And I thought it would be fun just to share with you guys what my income from my side hustles has looked like for the last 2 weeks. So this is since February 1st to now, and what I'm doing with that money. So granted, it's not a ton of money, but it is money that I can use to sustain my business, my side hustles, as well as start putting some money away in some different sinking funds that I already have. So I thought you might enjoy seeing what that looks like I said, the actual numbers, and also do a little bit of a cash stuffing because I love watching those videos. So I thought I would try it out and see how you guys like it when it comes specifically to side hustle income. All right, so I mentioned that I resell in multiple places. So I sell primarily on Poshmark, but I also sell on eBay and I sell on Facebook Marketplace. So those are the 3 different places where I sell right now. I'm probably going to be adding some in the future, but right now, this would be money that I've made from those three places selling things over the last 2 weeks. So since February 1st. So first, just looking at total income. Now, across those 3 different platforms where I was selling, I've sold $333.60. And for ease of numbers, I am just going to round that off, and we're going to start with $333. Now, something I haven't done at all, actually, I can't even say I haven't been good at it because it's something I haven't done at all, is put aside money for taxes. So that's the first thing that I want to do a better job of in 2021, is just setting aside money that's coming in and set aside money for taxes. So I'm covered there. So I'm automatically going to take $100 off the top here, and I'm going to put that aside for taxes. Now, this money I'm not going to be stuffing today. I have multiple business accounts at my bank, and I'm just going to move money from my primary account where money comes in over to an account where I'm going to keep the taxes. So you won't see me stuffing this today, but that money is going to go into that tax account 30%. Then moving down to, again, being a little bit more organized around how I'm spending this money or allocating it, instead of just sticking it into my primary account where I keep everything for my personal, regular job, but really kind of being thoughtful about, these different categories. So I do have some business expenses every month, including a virtual assistant that I use for sharing things on Poshmark, if I need to buy mailing supplies or anything like that. So, and also like the polymer bags that I use for my inventory. So I want to start setting aside some money that I can proactively have on hand for business expenses and supplies. So I am going to put $30 aside for business and supplies. And I'm going to be doing this every week on Friday. So unlike other side hustles that you may have seen where there are certain days that you get paid out, Poshmark, eBay, and Facebook Marketplace, pretty much once the buyer accepts what you have sent them, you have the money available right away. But I'm just going to move the money over from my Poshmark account into my bank account once a week. I'm going to do it on Wednesdays, so then I can do this every Friday. So $30 for business and supplies. And then I'm also going to put $30 away for future inventory that I need to buy for Poshmark. So that's another place where I kind of spend willy-nilly knives on inventory. And once I have an actual limit, I think that I'm going to be a lot better about what I'm sourcing to be able to put up for sale. So expenses, $30 for supplies, $30 for inventory. So that actually left me $173. So $333 minus 100 is $233 minus this 60. That leaves me with $173 here that I could pay myself, which is great. And what I'm going to do is I'm just actually going to put those into some existing sinking funds that I already have going. And these are some areas where I think right now, based on my regular budget from my regular full-time job, these are some categories that I feel like I probably will have shortchanged based on my original estimates. So that's why I want to take some of my side hustle income and I want to bolster what I'm putting into these specific categories. So for Christmas, I'm going to put $30 extra into my Christmas sinking fund. For gifts, because there's definitely some people that I forgot when I was originally starting the sinking fund and calculating how much I would need. So I'm going to add $30 here. Now the house is a big one. When I originally started my sinking fund for the house at the beginning of the year, I live in a townhouse right now, and I was thinking I'll just have some money set aside because, for example, I had ants in my house last month. And so I had to have an exterminator come in. That was kind of an unexpected expense that drained my house sinking fund. But I am looking at actually jumping into the market and buying a house while interest rates are low. And so I will potentially have moving expenses. And since I would be looking to move into a bigger house than the space I'm in now, I will likely need to buy furniture as well. So I need to bolster the amount of money that I have in my house sinking fund for sure. So I am going to put $100 in my house fund. And then the last sinking fund that I have, which was just kind of like a off to the side. So I haven't talked about it yet in any of the videos that I've done around side hustles. But another one of my side hustles that I have is that I actually am a self-published author. And I have a catalog of content of different books that I've published on Amazon and Barnes & Noble and, in various other places. It's something that I haven't focused on since 2016, early 2016. I still get a little bit of like coffee money every month from Amazon and those other platforms. But in 2021, I really want to come back to publishing some more books. And so that costs a lot up front. It's definitely a long game because you have things like editing costs, you have to buy the covers, you have to plan money for promotions once you release the titles. So there's a lot that goes into maintaining an author business. So I've just been putting some money aside for that. So as I kind of get past this potentially buying a house now, and I can focus more on the author aspect again, just having some money at the ready to be able to be prepared for some of those upfront expenses. So what I have left here is $13 that I'm going to put into my author expense. I'm going to put into that envelope. So those are the numbers and the explanation behind the numbers. Now let's do the fun part. So I'm going to go ahead and put this off to the side here. I have my money, my cash from the bank for stuffing here. So I've got a couple of 50s. Got those right there. I have some 20s. I love, even though this isn't a lot of money, when you feel it in your hand, it feels like it's a lot of money, which is pretty cool. I feel like I'm rich. Okay, there's my 10. I just have one 5, and then there are some ones there. So I put those, and then I'll put this one right here. Okay. So I have 2 new envelopes actually that I started for my business supplies and inventory, because these are 2 brand new categories for me to start putting money away. So these are just paper that I printed out, these templates from the Budget Mom. These are free resources if you sign up for access by giving her your email address. There's a bunch of different stuff here that you can actually download for free. And so I just printed these envelopes off. I taped them together, and I've got a couple of cute new envelopes here without having to spend any additional money. Okay, so let's go ahead and stuff these. So for business expenses, I said that I was going to put $30 in there. So I'm gonna put a 20 and a 10. I don't have a tracker for this yet. Hopefully I will have that next time. So that is for my business expenses. And then for inventory, I said that I was gonna do $30 for inventory as well. So I'm gonna go ahead and put that in here. Cool, excited to use those new envelopes. And now I have, these are my sinking fund envelopes that I already have. I bought this is Clever Fox, and it comes with, I think 12 cash envelopes with trackers. It was like, you know, $15 maybe off of Amazon. I'll put the link on it below, but it comes in this handy dandy little organizer. So these are all of my sinking funds, but I am only stuffing 4 envelopes from this overall sinking funds. So first for Christmas, I've already started saving for this. I started saving for this in December, which I think is a fantastic idea. Like, Christmas comes up every year. I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm spending so much money. So for the first time in my life, I'm gonna be ahead of the game for Christmas. So I'm gonna put $30 in Christmas. And see, here's my little tracker. So I've been putting money already away in here. I am going to add today. So $212 I already added from my regular job earlier today. And I'm gonna add an additional $30, which should give me $234 here. So I'm gonna do a 20 and a 10. Let's just take a look here. So I should have $234 once I set this in here. Oops, put this all here. Okay, let's see. All right, so we've got 100, 150, 170, 190, 210, 230, 235, 240, 41, 42, 43, 44. Oh, so 234. Let me count that again. 150, 70, 90, 210, 220, 225, 230, 1, 2, 3, 4, 234. I watch these stuffing videos all the time, and yeah, so that's hard when you're doing it on camera. That was harder than I thought. Okay, so that's all good. I'm gonna put my tracker back in here. Christmas, just got some additional cash, which is awesome. Okay, the next one is gifts. And gifts is for any birthdays, as well as Mother's Day, Father's Day, all of those things. That is all falling under gifts. So this is, but not including Christmas. So Christmas gifts are getting included in my Christmas envelope. And I said I was going to put 30 in here again. 212. Again, I already put some cash in there from earlier today. So I should have $260 here. I'm going to put this in here. Okay, so I should have $260. We have 51, 52, 220, 240, 250, 260. Yep, right on the money. Cool. So gifts got a little bit of extra money there, which is awesome. Okay, so then going back here, oops, let me flip that around. At the end, house. Okay, so I'm going to put $100 in house. And so 212, adding $100 for a total of $300. And I have 200 already. That makes $300. Great. Okay, put that in here. And then last but not least, author expenses. And that is right here. I should already have $40 in here, and I am adding 13. So 212, adding 13, so I should have $53 here. Add this here. Okay, so we have 10, 20, 30, 40, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50, 51, 52, 53. Yes, so I'm good to go. All right, so that is how I am leveraging the money from my side hustles of reselling on Poshmark, Facebook Marketplace, and eBay. If you found this interesting and you would like to see some more cash stuffing like next week, because like I said, I'm going to do this every week, please be sure to click the thumbs up button and also click subscribe if you'd like to be notified every time that I upload a video. So thanks everybody, and I hope everyone has a great one wherever you are. Bye.